a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be filming my everyday makeup look routine. I've had a lot of requests for this video, so here I am filming for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy. So first of all, I like to apply a bit of a moisturiser slash primer base. So I like to go in with the Mecca Cosmetic multi-purpose plumping balm. So it's this one here. It's quite thick, so I only use 1 to 2 pumps. Today I'm just going to do one because it's quite hot outside and I don't really want like a really thick build up of like primer and foundation and concealer. So I just pop that on with my fingers. I get really dry under my nose, so I make sure I put a lot on there. So I've just had my eyebrows done, so I can't put any foundation or any makeup on them for another week, so I have to avoid the area. So they're quite dark and the shape's really nice, so I don't really do anything to them. But I will show you guys what I usually use for my eyebrows in my everyday makeup look. So once I finished applying that primer, I'm going to pop on my foundation base. Usually I would do my eyebrows first, but because I'm not putting anything on them today, I'm just going to leave them as is. So for my everyday look, I do use a stick foundation. So I use the Kryolan, it's the Kryolan TV paint stick. For everyday, it's a really affordable foundation. Generally I will use Estee Lauder, which is a little bit more pricey. Still one of the cheaper foundations that you can get. So what I do is just pop it kind of, it's very easy to spread, so you don't need a lot, it goes a long way. So I kind of just put like a few strokes over my face, and then I go in with my Morphe, it's like a flat top brush.
Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and scout me out and I'll lay your shit bare. See, I'll leave with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark.
So as I said, I have to avoid the eyebrow area, so I generally would use a smaller brush anyways, but today I'm going to use an even smaller brush because I have to be really careful not to get any of that foundation through my brows. So the other good thing with the Kryolan paint stick is you can wear minimal or you can really build it up. I found the more you build it up, it does get a little bit oily, but the coverage is super amazing. So that's the foundation done now. So what I am going to do next is, I feel a little bit out of whack because like I haven't done my eyebrows, I feel like I'm forgetting something, but anyways. So foundation is done. Next I'm going to go in and just set my foundation. So I use a Napoleon Perdis powder. I use it in the look G2. I've been using this for years and I find it is one of my favourite powders. I do have a few others that I use, but this is generally what I'll just use. So kind of just pop that on a little bit down the neck. I do have a tan on, so it doesn't look, the colour difference isn't too bad. Then I'm going to go in, and as it is just an everyday look, I don't generally wear a lot of eyeshadow. I use 2 eyeshadows for my everyday look. So one of them is out of the Too Faced chocolate palette, and it's just this, as you can see, it's one that I use quite a bit, BonBon. So it's kind of like a little bit of a dark gold. So what I do with this one is take it on my Morphe brush. The only thing with Morphe brushes is they don't have like numbers. Well, I can't see it on there anyways, but anyways. So I just take a little bit of that, pop it on my corner, and blend it up throughout.
they keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling.
Once I finished blending that BonBon shade out from the Too Faced palette with this small Morphe brush, I'm going to go in with a little bit of a bigger Morphe brush, about this size, and take the shade Butter Pecan in the Too Faced palette, and then I just blend that out from the inner corner of my eye.
We could have had it.
I will just put a little bit of that Butter Pecan below my brow as well, kind of just to highlight that area, but again, I have to be really careful not to get too much in there at the moment. Very carefully blending that through. Alrighty, so that's the eyeshadow done. As I said, very, very basic. This look overall takes me about 15 to 20 minutes to do. So it's nothing, you know, drastic. It's quite subtle, still really pretty, and very quick to do. So after I've done that, I'm going to pop on some mascara. I like to let my mascara set and then come back to popping some lashes on. I do put lashes on most days, even if it is just this casual everyday look, because I don't really have many eyelashes. I kind of look unfinished, if that makes sense. Bronzer, I think it is. Yeah, bronzer. I've been using this one for like 3 years now, and I am obsessed with it. So again, just another Morphe brush. It's a small like angle brush. So pop a little bit on there.
Sorry to be told, but I've heard one on you, and I'm gonna make your head burn.
So next, moving on to a little bit of highlighter. So this is another one of my favorites at the moment. Whoa, sorry. It's the Garbo and Cali Master of Illumination palette. So it's looks like that. So I like to go in with the shade Charlie. It's kind of a little bit bronzy. So again, it bronzes up. With this one, I like to use just a smaller Morphe brush. Just popping a little bit on there.
Think of me in the depths of your despair. Make a home down there is my show.
So now I'm going to pop on some lashes. I like to use the Modele Rock lashes. I don't have them in the packet at the moment because I've taken them out, but they look a little bit like this. So quite natural. I have used these ones twice before. I like to reuse my lashes. I actually find on the third and fourth time of wearing them, they actually sit so much better than the first time. So I'm going to pop these ones on. So we've got the lashes on now, so it just makes the look a whole, I just said look. It makes the makeup look so much more brighter, especially for someone like myself that doesn't have many eyelashes. So then what I like to do is I go in and just wear like a pretty plain gloss, but I like to outline my lips to kind of make them look a little bit bigger. So I'm using an Urban Decay Glide On Lip Pencil 24/7.
The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they...
So then I'm going to go in with an NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Fortune Cookie. And I'm just going to pop that one on. It's a very, very light colour, as you can see. So it just gives like a nice gloss with the outline. What I also like to do is I like to put a little bit of like shimmer in my inner corner of the eye. Just makes the eye pop a lot more, so I like to do that as well. I will even do this just, as I said, like a normal everyday makeup look. I will use this is a loose eye dust in the shade Starlight by Napoleon. So again, I've had this one for years. It's my all-time favorite. So I'm going to pop this one in the inner crease. So just using the same small brush that I used with the BonBon shade on the outer corner to pop that one on the inner. So it has a little bit of fallout, so try and just dust the brush off before you do it. A little bit goes a long way too. As I said, I've had this one for like 3 years, so just popping that in there. So as I said, I would show you guys what eyebrow products I would generally use if I was to fill in my brows. I do like to use a powder. I don't usually use a pomade or a pencil, but I will show you a pomade that I do use if I want to use one. I find that it gives it a sharper look than the powder does, but for an everyday look, powder is perfectly fine to brighten up the brow. So I go in with, again, the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette, and I use the shade Truffled. So it's kind of like a medium brown colour, and I've been using that for a long time as well. And if I want to use a brow pomade, I use the Garbo and Cali pomade in the shade Brunette. So the consistency of it's quite nice. It applies really, really well, but it's personal preference. I do like powders a lot more. So that's what I would use on the brows. And then kind of to finish the brows, I go in with a Model's Prefer Brow Serum, Nourishing Brow Tint in the shade medium. So it's kind of a little brush like that. And I find that it just holds my hairs into place. Some of my hairs tend to, you know, drop down and it looks horrible. So this is my go-to to keep the brows in place. So that is all for the makeup look. So now what I would generally do is tie my hair up. I don't usually wear my hair down very often. I find it annoying, and especially in this heat, it's just disgusting. So what I would usually do is tie my hair up in a high ponytail. I like it quite sleek like this. Now I shaved the back of my head probably 2 years ago now, and I'm still growing it out. So I take a few bobby pins and just pop that throughout the back to stop those hairs from coming out. And then I would generally put some hairspray in it as well, but my hair's quite dirty, so it's gonna stay the way I want it to. Now another thing is, if I wanted to jazz this look up a little bit, I would pop in some earrings. So I'm going to pop in some gold hoops for today. So that is the makeup look finished for today, guys. So I hope you have enjoyed. I will leave all the products I've used down below in my description. Remember to give this video a massive thumbs up. It means so much to me, and I cannot wait to film more videos for you guys soon. See you next time.